Dr. Alex, as we know, the IRCC website indicates a processing time of 37 months for the startup visa. What factor contribute to the extended duration?
Well, very good question, because we used to compare what immigration is saying to driving a car looking in the rear view mirror. If you try that, you understand what I mean. You're looking back, you're not looking forward. So some people actually confused about 37 months is the longest time up to date which immigration process. So basically, they take a look around the world, different consulates, different countries, and just pick the longest. There are two reasons why immigration is doing that. Major reason to avoid clients who annoy immigration, who ask in immigration why my file takes so long. Because in this case, the officer is instructed to point to the time, processing time on a website and say, no, it's not long. The longest time is 37 months. The second reason, it's actually a good reason. Second reason is just to show people who already in process, remember, rear view mirror, who already driving, who already passed through all this journey and stuck in pandemic, stuck in war, stuck in some situation, minor delays, major delays, to show them that they are okay. It's okay to be in process for that long, because they started long time ago, got into pandemic, got in some lockdowns, got in some stoppage of processing. That is, I think it's good to show people they're not alone, because sometimes people panic and say, oh my God, it's only me, I am bad. No,
take long.
Yes.
Average the processing time for any visa.
For any visa, we have 30 months, yes, because we do have files for who was in process for that time, because they started right before pandemic, during pandemic, and we still kind of working on them. But I can count probably 1 or 2 or 3 files. I mean, teams, of course, because each team has a file, 5 files, 2 files, a combination of applications. So definitely we still have 1 or 2 with 30 months, but on average, I think I would be responsible if I say about 20 months. And by the way, when people ask what you project, we're still talking about 20 months.
So the 20 months is start from the submission or start?
Very good point. From the submission of PR, and I used to say from the submission of the last person of the team. Because this is important. Sometimes the team has 5 members, and one person submitted, let's say, June 1st, and the last person submitted September 30th. In this case, we count processing time from the time of that last submission, because that's when the whole team, all families in one project, submitted for permanent residency.
And during the long waiting time, so what's the steps or actions are recommended to our applicants?
This is very important question, Tina. I appreciate you asking. Well, the government has clearly identified the priority and objective to have startup off the ground and keep business active and operational, and trying to achieve the major milestone in development of the business, in development of the product, the projection of new application, how it can be implemented and developed to the point of sale on App Store or something like that. So the major recommendation I can divide in 3 major steps, because time is long. When time was short before pandemic, it was about, we process people in 2 months before pandemic, yes. But when time stretch, the government has more time to check, right? Your exposure time is longer. So you have to what was possible to do in 1 month, now you have to stretch in 2 years or maybe 1 year. So this is very important question because you still have to show activities. And this is the key factor why people fail. So first advice is to be active in business. Second advice, definitely to maintain your settlement funds. It's not that rare what people say, we call it time fatigue, processing fatigue, because people get tired. I can tell you that many people thinking wrongly that, oh, I will be in process for 30 months. And why should I bother and keep money on one account if I can put it in the market, play a little bit, maybe make some interest and who knows what. That's a mistake, because with time getting shorter, and we see it, people sometimes take money somewhere, and when government asks them, show us statements for the last 6 months, they don't have that. And that's a disaster, because basically people getting in trouble for not maintaining settlement funds. And last but not least, people travel, and people sometimes, again, we call it processing fatigue, because people getting tired of waiting sometimes, and they wait for a year, nothing happened. They do something, but nothing happened. And they say, well, they kind of losing that attention to the details and to how they monitor their emails. People getting tired, and people losing focus, if I can say that. And just recently, we tried to locate the gentleman who said, I didn't expect anything from you. And that's wrong, because you should expect everything from your counsel, from your immigration consultant or lawyer, to help you to be aware of what's going on and to help you be all the time on alert. So if you prepare it, if you monitor, that mistake can be avoided.
Yes.
So I would say those 3 critical steps. Yes.
Thank you.
Really appreciate that.